Hi, I'm Abby, making another video, and I have to make a video. I'm just taking a break here from wrapping some presents from Santa. Okay, so let me see here what I'm inspired to talk about today. Because there's been some odd things going on, and I've been talking a lot about December energy right now, and we're almost to the end of December here, and I definitely feel the onset of a full moon coming. When there's a full moon, I get a little more sensitive than I already am, which kind of stinks, because when I get overly sensitive, then I get sort of crippled from it, and it's really hard for me to keep my positive mindset, which is okay. It enforces me to continue to make connections with angels and spirits and the alien beings who are here to help me. I really feel like, so what was a thinning of a veil that was taking place around the 10th of December or so has been thickening again, and so I can't experience all of the interactions and all the help that I've been receiving lately. So what was like the 10th of December, I really felt a connection with a lot of alien beings, and I was even seeing a great deal more in my third eye than usual, and I'm very sensitive to feeling them. And honestly, yesterday it felt like everything became dark again, and like I had entered the cave again, and you know, everything cycles. So I don't know what was going on that was allowing me to have even more sensitivity and connection, and now that has changed, and I'm kind of receding back, and that could be the energy of the full moon. It could be the oversensitivity, which kind of creates challenges in me to feel sort of balanced. And I feel a little more human, a little more human emotion than I feel more spirit. So that's sort of what I've been dealing with. I'm telling you this, and it's interesting. This is like a really special time of year. Not only is it, Christmas, and it's the holiday season for us all, and it's sort of an example of, it is an example of giving to each other. It's sort of strange because the sensation of Christmas anymore feels sort of like a job where you have to go buy presents, you have to wrap them, you have to put them under the tree, you have to do all these things, and we're all already exhausted just from our normal life. So on top of normal life, you have to do all of these other things. So part of what I do to allow myself to not experience Christmas like a job is I actually perceive it as the joy of showing the ones that I love what they mean to me through sharing it through a gift to them. So it's even more special when I feel like Santa is sort of the embodiment of the unconditionally loving human who is the only one on the whole planet who created this workshop where he has all of these elves that create all of these presents for every single human child on the planet. Santa does this, and it's so kids resonate with giving. Kids resonate with wanting to make others happy. Kids do. Adults don't care about making other adults happy. We just want everybody to make us happy. It's sort of the way it is, and so we need to be more childlike, and we need to feel that sensation of love in the act of giving. And I think a lot of us are sort of altering our perception of what is a gift and what is sharing love with each other, and that's good. We need to be asking ourselves these questions. We have to ask ourselves what is a value, and where do we put value on this planet today? Do we value human life? I know I'm talking about Christmas and kids and presents, but I'm sort of trying to blow it up and see the bigger picture, because not everybody lives in in America or whatever country where you feel like you have a Walmart like a block away, and it has aisles like what feels like hundreds of aisles. You go to another country and your Walmart is a version of this very small store with just a couple aisles. Like it is a perceptual change when you visit other places. But I think what I'm just trying to say is that that we forget about everybody on the planet, and that there are challenges that everybody is facing, and that gifts are. Let me ask Spirit really quick to help me sort of funnel what I'm trying to say here, because I get feeling really scatterbrained. So hold on a sec. Hold on a second. I'm gonna do a silly stare, and then I'm waiting for the information to funnel in, and then I'll see it, and then I can share it with you. So hold on. Okay, so they're telling me that I've made new interactions with the universe, ones that I've not been acknowledging. Let's see what that means exactly. They're showing me that I've been interacting with beings that are on different spectrums of existence, even ones that are surprising to me, that also are benevolent. And I am aligning too with benevolence, and I want to see all human beings align with benevolence. Literally, what does benevolence mean to you is what they're asking me to say. Is, what does benevolence mean to you? What is it to be a benevolent human being? Is it to go to Walmart and buy a present and to give it? What is benevolence exactly? Is what they're asking. They're telling me that benevolence to me is unconditional love, and it is sharing healing and love with another human being, and that is the gift of love. That is the gift of life. That is the gift of giving somebody joy, and to know that the gift that they give in return to you is their gift of joy that they share with others. That is ultimate benevolence, not asking for anything in return, sharing gifts of spiritual wisdom and love and healing, and knowing that you have infected a human being with love, to go on along their journey to infect others with love. And they're showing me that the greatest benevolence that we could give to each other is to infect each other with love, and so that we can infect the entire planet with love. And they're saying that that is why I've been disconnecting and sort of internalizing and feeling darkness, because I've not been getting that in return, they say. Dang it! This is why I stopped channeling spiritual messages, because I'm tired of crying on camera. I don't like it. I don't like getting emotional. But that's what they said. And give me a minute here. I'll get it together, I promise. But they are telling me that is benevolence. And that is what I was trying to say, but I didn't have the words for it. They're telling me too that so I've been making some very challenging decisions, and it's very aligned with what I've been talking about December energy, and how it is infecting us to do things differently. And you can either sort of grind against it and just feel the friction of it and not choose to do it differently, which is going to create struggle. And needless struggle. None of us want to do it differently. None of us. We just want easy. Come on already. Just give us easy. Don't give us any more reasons to be worried, or to be tired, or to feel suffering. You know. And the grinding is making us feel uncomfortable, because it is telling us we need to do it differently. Well, what is to do it differently? You have to ask yourself, and they say to do it differently is for you to choose to align with benevolence. And that creates fiction, because benevolence is not in existence here. Benevolence does not experience value here. And what experiences value is we worship things in all the wrong places. We worship movie stars that give us entertainment. We worship that. We worship beauty, even beauty that is not natural. We worship, fake hair color and fake breasts, and we worship those things. That is what they're telling me. Let's see. So they're telling me that I've been struggling with some of the messages they've been giving me, And because I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to jump off the cliff and do what they're asking me to do, but I have to, because I didn't came here to face my fears. I came here to override the humanness. I'm strong. I'm extremely powerful soul. Has happened to be inhabiting a human body. And so the humanness makes it harder for me to be in oneness with my actual soul expression, because my humanness doesn't want that. My humanness wants me to be human. It doesn't want me to be the expansion. It doesn't want me to be the infinite soul. It doesn't want you to be the infinite soul. It wants to keep you from being the infinite soul. You need to say, no, I am the infinite soul. I am powerful. I am here. I am in control. Not you, humanness. I ask myself this all the time when I get afraid of things. They say, what are you afraid of? Are you afraid of failure? Are you afraid of what are you afraid of? Are you afraid of dying? Are you afraid, so I'm going to tell you what they asked me to do. And this is why, too, I've sort of added some additional messages to the end of my videos, because they're asking me, literally jump off a cliff to walk away from my job, which is not aligned with me, with my divine purpose. My divine purpose is to be a healer or spiritual speaker. Well, I don't know, how am I supposed to do this? I have 3 kids. I won't have any guaranteed income. How do you want me to do this? You see what human fear, why I would be afraid to do that? I'm on my own here. And so I ask myself, well, why can't I do what they're asking me to do? Why? What if they aren't real? What if all these messages are not real? They're just phony baloney. What if everything that's here is what is real? Still, what am I afraid of? The worst thing that could happen is I'm not successful in what it is that I'm meant to do, and then I have to go back to work, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. At least I'll be able to say I tried, At least I could say I tried. What is the worst thing that could happen? I would be a disappointment to people that I love. And that, because I've chosen to do something that isn't aligned with what is the right thing to do in society, it's appropriate for you to have a job in the corporate world and have a 401k and to be like everybody else. That makes sense. Does it make sense to just walk away from your job, your 401k, walk away from security, completely step off the cliff, walk away from security, have 3 kids, and to become a spiritual healer and speaker? How are you supposed to do that? Well, it's odd because some things have been sort of trickling in that I've been doing, and I'm trying to rent a space, just a small room in a business building, and it's actually affordable for me to do this. And I'm not leaving my job until I have some things in alignment that they really tell me they tell me that I need to leave it now, and then I can support myself through creating I'm just talking about my strategy right now. I'm just trying to tell you, this is me telling you too, this is what December energy is. It is asking you, what did you come here to do? It is asking you, who are you on this earth? What is your choice? What are you trying to do for this planet today? What is the gifts that you can give to each and every one of us so we can better the planet? That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help remind us, and you are too, and we all are here to remind each other. And I'm sorry, I'm getting all spotty and everything, but they're telling me that I'm choosing to do things differently because I've always been somebody who feels like I have to figure this all out on my own, and that I don't have any backup, and I just sort of just flow with the tide. Whatever society, wherever society takes me is what I do, and it hasn't brought me any success or joy or fulfillment. It has brought me a lot of confusion as to why am I still following the flow of this tide. It isn't aligned with who and what I am. If I were to make these videos all day long, imagine how many videos I could have to inspire human beings to love more. You see what I mean? And so I've been making signs at the end to sort of inspire you to go to my store, and I can give you a spiritual reading or spiritual healing, or you could donate to my cause. And I've been sort of weirded out by doing this because I'm not a hobo, I'm not a bum. But they tell me that I'm not a bum, and I'm actually choosing to ask people to help me so that I can help even more people. And I have to do this. Have to. Sounds really silly and quirky and weird, but I came across this advertisement on YouTube, and I think his name is Tai Lopez, and he has these 3 things that you have to do to be successful. He says it takes a long time for him to finally tell you it, but he tells you that step 1 is knowledge, step 2 is strategy, and step 3 is execution. So, and he talks a lot about networking and finding people, mentors, and people who can help you. So I've been doing all these things. Just from this one simple advertisement that he has on his website. And so I'm giving it a try. The spirit world had me watch this for a reason. That is my strategy. My strategy is in connecting with other people who have some knowledge. Is the strategy of finding a room so that I can actually share healing in person, which would be awesome. That's like the one thing I want to do, is heal people. I love it. I like sharing energy. It's totally aligned spiritually with me to do this. And then execution obviously is to go for it, is to take the step off the cliff and do it. But they tell me I'm not stepping off a cliff, and mine perceives it that way. So anyway, this is my little video to talk about December energy some more, to talk about benevolence and value and what we value. And to help you sort of contemplate, why did you come here? What are you doing? Don't grind. Just don't grind against the energy that is actually here to help you and inspire you. Allow it to fill you with the inspiration. Allow yourself to embrace it and say, I'm terrified of doing it differently, but I'm going to embrace this because I know that I need to do this to be aligned with the highest vibration, to be aligned with the whole point of what is taking place on this planet right now. I'm telling you all of this because I'm part of it. I'm part of the speaker that helps the human beings here. I'm one voice. There's many voices, and I'm just one voice, and I'm one voice, again, to inspire human beings to see differently, to align with their highest frequency, their divine purpose, which always is to try to align with what is benevolent. And so I'm telling you some of the scary things, too, that I have to face as a human being, to try and do it differently, and that I'm going to do those because I'm strong, and I'm going to show you that this works, okay? And when I show you this works, now you don't have a reason to not try to do it differently either. So, alright, so that's all I'm going to share this morning, and thank you for watching my video, and I really want you to have a wonderful holiday, and just keep smiling, and keep feeling positive, and keep knowing that you are loved in this universe. You are loved in this universe. You are loved by every single being in existence, whether you can see them or not, whether you can feel it or not. You are loved. So, alright, thank you for watching my video, and more videos to come.